become better, okay? You pick better when you become better. Now, what does that mean? I mean, you are perfectly fine, but check this out. Hold on. Yo. Angelina, you cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come yo. And I go fall in your hand in the fire. So now me, you could love forever. So how do you pick better? You pick better when you decide to live a better life. When you decide that you can do without. When you decide that you are perfectly fine by yourself. V, what's going on with you? A lot of us don't pick better because we need or because we look outside for happiness. Okay? We look outside for happiness, so we cannot pick better. You pick dependent on, or you choose dependent on your own personal needs. Your needs should be met within. When you realize that your needs are met within, when your needs are met within, then you're not looking for anything specifically. All you are doing is finding, or not finding. You didn't find nobody anyway. You are actually gonna feel that aura, that energy of what actually creates a better you. Not even creates a better you, but how to, because if nobody is not adding to your life, if some people come in your life and it's just a sexual thing. You know what I mean? Guys, for real. They come in your life and it's just a sexual thing. They could give you sex. They could give you good sex. Maybe the best sex you ever had. But the sex wears off. After an hour, after having sex and you felt that high, that sex wears off. You know what I mean? Sex wears off. So now, can you add to my life? Now, not saying that, because a lot of people say, what can you do for me? But also, you have to understand what can you do for them. So it's not a one-way thing. But what can you bring, not happiness or peace, because you can't bring happiness or peace to me. Father of Rubies, how you doing? Many of us looking for happiness and peace in people. If you want to choose better, be happy first. Be at peace first. When you're on that foundation, when you set that foundation of happiness and peace, then everything and every decision that you will make will be based on your peace and your love. You see what I'm saying? Every decision. Ego, what's going on? Every decision will, if you are happy and you are at peace, every decision will be based on your happiness or what peace you are. If you are not happy and you are not at peace, your decision will be to bring peace and bring happiness. So therefore, you might just mess it up. You might just make it worse because you're looking for something on the outside to please the inside. You are looking for something on the outside to please the inside. Nothing outside can please the inside. You need self-worth, then select. And we know self-worth. What is self-worth? The question is, what is self-worth? Everybody says, know your worth. But what is your worth? Your worth is not based. Outlaw, what's going on with you, Queen? Your worth is not based on how much money you have, what car you drive, what house how much money you can afford. So a lot of times we don't know we don't know what our worth. Let's be real, okay? Let's be real. We don't know what worth is. We don't know what self-worth is. We don't know, we say those lines, know your worth. But do we really know our worth? Do you really know your own worth? 99% of you don't. 99% of people do not know their self-worth because you will never know your self-worth. How can you know? You didn't create you. You didn't make you. Many of us go by self-worth. I mean, yes, I'm not saying nobody knows, but many of us, we go by the physical things that we have. What somebody else told us, because we hear this thing all the time. We hear this, know your worth. So we think, well, if I just, my education, my self-worth is not standards. Your self-worth, see, when you talk about self-worth, it's this right here. What is your self-worth? Let's break down self-worth. Your self-worth cannot be defined by nothing on this physical world. It cannot. Your self-worth is not governed by nothing on this physical plane. Because this is physical worth. So our body is going to understand physical worth. I have this bracelet on, this chain, I got a good job, physical. That's not standards. That's not standards. That's just things that you have. That's things that you accumulate. Okay. Now, self-worth is number one. Self-worth comes from the person, the thing, or the creator that created you. That which created you is what makes yourself worthy, because you were created by the hands of your creator. That alone, your worth is superb. Your worth is immeasurable. Your worth is not understood because you cannot understand how valuable you are to the creator. You cannot understand that. You can't even grasp the concept. So our worth is not made or can't be defined by these physical things. This physical things is just an idea of what we are. This physical thing is our outside world, just expression. So that's what our really know our worth. We don't know our worth because we are told many lies from birth. You see what I'm saying? We are told all these lies from the beginning of time. You ain't perfect. You ain't gonna never be right. You a liar. You a sinner. You this. You that. And we think that's what we are really worth. But when you understand that the hands of God himself, itself, herself, whatever God is, which is the highest level of being, if that hand created you, then you cannot be touched. That means, damn it, I deserve. If that hands created me, you know what I mean? They're not ready to understand. I'm serious. Listen, think about who's Michelangelo. Let's say Michelangelo, whatever his name is, one of the great painters, one of the great artists, one of the greatest artists that ever exists. I guess Michelangelo, I don't know. Beethoven, let's say Beethoven, the music guy. If he wrote a piece, knowing how powerful know how powerful as a man and as a musician that he was. When he wrote a piece, his piece was worth the highest. Like, if it came from him, it was, I don't care what nobody thought. I don't care what, it was just the best. And that's just because of the power that we gave him on the earth, on the physical plane. But imagine the highest being, the highest God that we call him or her or whatever, we call him God because we don't understand, because we don't know what it is. We call it God as a rank. God means the highest level. So we call it God because we don't understand what the rank is. If that ranking created us, man, to understand that worth, to understand that type of worth, that understanding, to have that understanding about worth, it means like, yeah, like, can you picture that? But instead we choose people who lie to us. We choose people who give us the minimum. We beg for love. We beg for the things that we are given freely. We beg for attention. We beg for relationships. We beg for all these things. And that's because we don't know that type of worth. It's too much. We can't understand it. Call it what you want. Yeah, right. So we don't understand what that is. Like for instance, for Christianity, they believe that someone came and died, like Jesus came and died for all their sins and went back to heaven. Listen, if you are Christian and you don't understand that concept, and this is why John 3:16 in the Christian community means so much. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not, he gave his only begotten son. Therefore, the God that you serve in the Christian community, the God that you serve gave his only son just to save your life. That's your worth. But yet we settle for garbage. We settle for people disrespecting us, abusing us. We're still looking for love. Like, we're still here looking for the love that we were created with. We're looking for attention that we were created with. We're looking for respect that we were created with. We're looking for the same type of stuff that we was already created with. You can't find it nowhere else. You can only find that within because you were created with it. So when you know your worth, you pick better. You choose better. The reason why you cannot... What's up, Kali Fix? The reason why we don't know how to choose better when it comes to relationship is because you don't believe that you are worth much. We don't believe that we are worth much. Like, we don't believe that we are worth much. We just believe that we are just humans on the journey to find something. I don't even know what the hell we're looking for. But the reason why we put up with all that garbage is because we don't understand what's in us, the power in us. We don't understand what's going on. We don't understand our true nature, which is love. We don't understand if your true nature is love. What are you looking for? You know what I mean? Like, we don't, this is what I said. We don't understand that our true nature, which is love, if our true nature is love, what the hell are we looking for out there? Selfie, what's going on with you? What's going on? Thank you. Good. I'm glad. It's experience that changes, that affects. So experience changes you. Well, experience don't really change you. Experience just change your perception. Experience just make you aware of certain things. Some experience you only see one-sided. It's not the experiences that change you, it's your perception of it that change you. You know what I mean? It's the perception of your experience. Because you can experience anything you want to experience. But if you can look at the bigger picture, it won't have to change you. Because we all experience certain things. The way how you onto it, yeah. The way how you look at, the way how you hold on to it, the way how you because it's not the experience. Listen, the experience itself is about 10%. That change your perception. So the experience alone is about 10%. But your perception and your experience, your past experiences and your thoughts and your understanding, it's about 90%. So really and truly, what you're experiencing is not what you're experiencing. You're only experiencing a thought of what you experience. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But we don't experience nothing for what it is. We experience things for what we think it is. We experience things for what we think it should, how we should experience it. We experience things like how we are used to experience it. So we don't have new experience. We just have old thoughts. You know what I mean? We don't have new experiences. We have old thoughts. And your old thoughts is what makes you experience crap the way you experience crap, and you hate what you experience. Because when you go through an experience and it makes you mad, we build ourselves a bite. Yeah, we do. We really do. What's going on? I am mighty fit. How you doing, man? How you doing? The fittest man alive, man. The fittest man alive. But I wish I was lean like you sometimes. But yeah, man. So I'm saying you got to look at how you experience things. When you experience certain things and you find yourself bitter and angry and upset and hateful and distrusting and you don't trust people, that means you are believing a lie. That means you're not looking from the right eyes. You're not looking from the eyes of understanding. You're not looking from the eyes of knowledge or from lessons. You are looking from the eyes of your emotions. Because your emotions will F you up. You know what I mean? Hey, Ruby, how you doing? How you doing, Ruby? But we are experiencing this life, and we are experiencing it through our thoughts. And your thoughts, you can't experience life through your thoughts because life is right there waiting for you to experience it. Just come. You know, once you experience life, you won't think as much. Like you got this strength, man. My strength is overrated, man. Strength is relative. You know what I'm saying? You can attract what you focus on. I'm telling you all, man. I'm telling you all. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and we were talking about emotions, right? We were talking about emotions. We are not our thoughts. Exactly. We really not. We were talking about emotions, and I'm like, listen. The reason why you feel those ways, the reason why some days you will sit there and just start to feel sad or to feel irritated or to feel good or to feel bad or to feel motivated or to feel drained. Because it's the body, because your emotions are just records of what you are used to doing. It keeps your records of your past. Listen, back in high school, if we thought somebody didn't think much, we think, oh my God, you're stupid. You don't use your brain. Listen, your brain is not to think all the damn time like that. Your brain is not to think so much. When you think so much, you're only processing what you already know. The stuff that you already, so to think about things that you already know all the time is pointless. It's pretty stupid. But thinking is a skill that you learn, that we do most of it. Actually, it's a skill that you learn, but we don't learn this skill. This skill is very rarely learned. The thing that we call thinking is not thinking, okay? If you cannot control your thoughts, then you are not thinking. Did you a song about the guys asking what you doing 7? You know, but listen, every cell in your body holds the memory of all past and facts. Facts. So when you're sitting down and you're feeling all these emotions, understand is that your cell is just going off of what they know. Listen, if you cannot control your thoughts, you're not thinking. What's happening is that thinking is happening to you. Let me tell you how we screw up ourselves, okay? I'm going to tell you straight up how we screw ourselves up. Power of Now is it's a very great book. It's a very great book, Marisa. It's a very great book. I read it like 8 years ago. Let me tell you how we screw up ourselves. Let me tell you how we screw ourselves up. Let me tell you how we screw up ourselves. And think about this, okay? As I say, think about it and see yourself doing it. Every day. Oh, thank you, Sunshine. Thank you. Thank you, Sunshine Sherry. Every day we wake up, right? Every day we wake up. Every day we go to sleep. You never have to think about not waking up, because most of the times you don't think about it. You never have to think about, during my sleep, how do I keep breathing? You ain't gotta think about it either. You ain't gotta think about, is my heart gonna stop beating? You don't think about it. Matter of fact, you're sitting up right now looking at me and you don't even know how your heart is beating by itself. You don't even know how your lungs is breathing by itself. You don't even know how your kidneys working by itself. You don't know how your food is breaking down by, because you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't got to do nothing to live. Because everything is doing it for itself by a power that you don't understand. You call that power God. You think that is just you. You call it something else. This is the life force, which is God, is going through your body that makes everything happen. Tobian, what's good with you? So here you are. You're not breathing on your own. You're not breathing on your own. It's happening naturally. Your heart is just there, beating blood, pushing blood through, beating, pumping. You ain't doing it. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing it. You know how much work that will do to make? You know how much work it would be to make your heart beat? You know how much work it would be to make your lungs function properly? You know how much work it would be to make your kidneys function? You know how much work it would be to make everything function? You have so many different parts of your brain, but you're not doing it. You ain't doing nothing. Everything is essential. Those things are essential blessings that you have every day. And the little bit that you need to excel, the little bit that you need, everybody, God's blessing me, I'm favored, I'm highly favored. Nobody is highly favored. We all have the same things. We all have the same things. We have the breath of life. Our bodies, you touch me and I feel it. I feel the touch. I feel my heart is beating. I don't know who's beating it, but thank you. Whoever is beating it, thank you. I could go to sleep and not even think about my heart not beating. What if my heart stops when I sleep? I never think that way because there's a power inside of me that does it all. All you have to do, ah, dang it, all you have to do, Jesus, all you have to do is just a little bit more if you want to make $1 million. It's a little bit more if you want to be successful. It's a little bit more if you want to have this. It's a little bit more if you want to, but we can't do it. Everything is being done for us. Everything that we need is being done for us. Every single thing that we need for life is done unto us. We have earth, we have food, everything is done for us. And the things that we want, we can't get. What are you using your energy for? Answer this question. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't breathing in your own, you ain't making yourself breathe, you ain't making your heart beat, all you could do is screw it up. Because one thought, everything is being done so smooth, and then here you come with some stupid thought. I wonder what he's doing. I'm panicking. I have anxiety. Because you could mess it up. You know how to mess it up, but you don't know how to do anything. So here you are now. You learn how to. You are mess up all your life because the thing that's being done to you just peaceful. I wonder what she's talking. I wonder he don't like me. Oh my God, I can't breathe. How does that happen? Everything is being done to you and you can't succeed. Everything is laid out for you and you can't do it. You ain't happy. Everything is being done unto you and you still can't find peace. You ain't got to do nothing to get it. You ain't have to do nothing at all. Everything, all your essential needs are being met right now. right now as we here. But here we are. We could screw those things. You ain't got to do nothing. But as soon as you do something, because you are so, I'm not perfect. You are so doubtful. You are so miserable. And you are causing all this pain in your own life. But here you talk, I wonder what I'm doing tomorrow. Just from your ridiculous thinking. So is thinking good? Thinking ain't good or bad. Thinking is a skill that if you learn how to think, those things won't happen to you. I'm telling you, we are ridiculous. You telling me. Naturally, we are breathing, we seeing, we smelling. We're not even trying to smell. You could just smell. When is the last time you tried to smell something? No, you were walking and you smell something. When is the last time you tried to see something? You just, no, your eyes are open and you're seeing. When is the last time you tried to, you just hear things. You feel things. You feel energy. Everything is being done for you naturally. But here you come. You can't even get the extra. You can't even get the extra. What are you using your energy for? If you are not using it, if you ain't using it, 95% subconscious. If you ain't using your energy to breathe, to focus, to create, to help you breathe and to this and to digest, if you use your energy, what are you using it for? So here we are. We have relationships that instead of giving us more energy, it takes it away. We have all these crap foods that we eat, alcohol and drugs. So instead of giving us more, it takes it away. We have all these things that we do in our lives. We have all these insecurities and this drama. We have all these jobs and works that we do. So instead of giving us power, it takes it away. And then you wonder why you're not happy. You wonder why you're not happy. You can't even create happiness. All you have to do is just do a little extra. You're already happy. You're already breathing. Have you ever stopped breathing? Have you ever experienced the power of no breath? Jason, what's good with you? Have you ever experienced the power to not, like, a function in your respiratory system where you couldn't breathe? I guarantee, I don't care what you have. I don't care how much you had. I don't care the house, the car, the boat, the fishing, the husband, the wife. You would give it all up just to breathe again. To hell with that. I mean, you won't give up your kids and your family. But you will give it all up. If you own it, you will give it up to breathe again. And here we are. We're back to breathing, but we forget. We're back to breathing. Hey, Jay, how are you? We're back to breathing, but as soon as we start breathing properly, here comes this stupid thought. I wonder what's tomorrow. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what she's doing. I wonder if he really loves me. I wonder if he likes me. I wonder what he thinks about me. I wonder what she thinks about me. I wonder what they're doing about me. You come messing up your own peace with that garbage thoughts. So I'm saying, change your thoughts. If you change your thoughts, everything else will happen. Everything is already happening. Life is already happening at the highest level. Life is happening at the highest or the most optimum ways right now. Life is exceedingly great. Life is beautiful. Life is you breathing, your heart beating, your lungs functioning, your kidneys functioning, your penis, your vagina working, your back, your shoulders, your eyes, your nose, your ears. Maybe it's not as perfect. I mean, maybe it's not what it used to be 10 years ago. But everything is working perfect. And you're still not happy. So how can a car make you happy? How can more money make you happy? How can anything else make you happy? It can't. It cannot. If the function of life itself, experiencing this life through your body. You know how it is, man? Let me tell you something. No need to worry with thoughts. They come and go. Let me tell you this. I forgot what I was going to say. What the heck was I going to say? I forgot where I was. Where was I? Totally forgot what I was saying. People, what was I saying? Just being me was good. How are you doing? Dude, but what if we have this, we will create, we ourselves generated this body, right? We generated this body just to experience life on this earth. So we created a body because the soul after earth don't need a body. Only need a body while we're here. So our energy is so powerful that it created a body for us to experience life through our senses. You know what I mean? It created a body so we could experience life on earth through our 5 senses so we could survive and we could learn and we could be, experience this beautiful physical things that's here. So how we doing now is just breathing, living, smiling, chilling, relaxing, being peaceful. Naturally. Naturally, that's who you would love. Harmony. You know, when he was a child, he was in harmony with everything. He was in harmony with life itself, the life forces, everything. Any other energies, you had a strong instinct, you understood certain, you didn't have to talk. It's daytime. How are you doing, Joanne? How are you? How are you? How are you? You going to bed? Okay. Well, I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good night. But so here we are. Hey man, seriously, I don't really need nobody else in the in the room. I don't need a big group tonight. I don't need a big group. Let's just talk. I think the ones who are here is the ones who wants to who needs to be here. You know what I mean? So you ain't gotta tap the screen and do other stuff. We could at this number. Yeah, we good right here. I think 45 is enough. 40, 29, 28. We're good right here. Material doesn't mean bring happiness, but that's where you yes. You see what I'm saying? So here we are. Here we are in a world that we don't understand. We don't understand us. We don't understand the physical things. We don't understand anything at all. We just blind. We lost. We confused because we forget where we came from. Because you came here in a slower realm. Because this is a slower realm. The third dimensional realm is a slower realm where it takes time and space. It takes distance to get where you are going. See, before we came here, we were in a realm where we think something and we up here. Now, I know this based on the fact that when I astral projected my first couple times, I actually was doing that. As I thought, I appear. As I thought, it happened. As I thought, bam, it just changed everything. So if in that realm, that's how it exists when I'm astral projecting, then that means now for in this physical realm, as we think, we gotta focus and we gotta hold the focus, gotta hold the thought, and we're gonna travel through time and travel through space to get to the point. So we have to understand. So now we came here. Now we think something, it don't happen. Now we forget everything that we are. So here we are, confused, lost. I don't know what this is, and we take all the prior. Before we came here, like for instance, before I came here, I met Crone, right? I met Crone. Now check this out. I met Crone a couple life cycles ago. I said, Crone, I'm about to go in the world. I'm about to go become a physical being. I'm about to go in the third dimensional world that we call Earth. I'm about to go there. Right? You gonna go too? She said, yes. You know what? We're gonna go together. I said, listen, let's link up. Meet me because I want to learn this lesson because my last life, this lesson I was lacking. I was still miserable. I didn't, my relationship sucked. This sucked. I want to learn this lesson this time when I come back. But since you already got the lesson, I need to learn what you learned. Okay? But I want to remember while I'm there for my karma to continue. So meet me at Walmart, June 3rd, 1989. Meet me there. And I will recognize you. But let me know how I'm going to recognize you. Kirk, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wink my eyes and I'm going to walk. Because I don't know you from the flesh. Because we never met in the flesh. Because your flesh changed every life. You don't look the same every life. So therefore, I cannot recognize you from the flesh. I could recognize you from the soul. Because I met you in a solar system. Right? I met you in the solar system. I met you in a whole different system where we were just souls. Y'all, man, nobody commenting. You all not following me? You all ain't feeling me? You all, am I losing anyone? She's dope. How you doing, Queen? How you doing? Am I losing some? I mean, you all not feeling me? If you all not feeling me, I ain't gonna continue. Because I don't feel like anyways. You know what? Since you all ain't feeling me, here you go. Where my music at? Come on, music. Come on. Here we go. I'm great too. I'm great. Oh, so you are listening. so you are listening. Turby, I ain't going nowhere. Okay, you were just thinking. Okay, I got you, Scorpio 90. Okay, 90. Okay. So Crone was like, hey, listen, okay, let's meet up. I'm going to make you recognize by your bracelet. Okay, get it. Sign the agreement when you understand words aren't needed. I got you. So me and Crone make a decision to meet up at this place, and how I'm gonna recognize her is by certain things that we're gonna make a contract with. So we're gonna make a contract, and we're gonna seal the contract. We're gonna shake hands. Let's meet then, because I need to teach me what you know then, because I'm gonna forget. Because I'm in a different realm, a different world where there's physicalities. I don't know, because the last time I came here, I forgot. I don't know who the hell I was. So teach me this time. So we came on Earth. That can explain why you can feel so connected to something. Yes. So we came on Earth, and I met Crone, and Crone said something that I recognized. And I'm like, what's your name? Oh, my name is Crone. Okay. I don't recognize your name either. Where you from? I don't recognize you from there. I'm just making comments. I don't recognize. Okay, I knew you from Alaska or Alabama or something. I don't. What do you do for a living? That I still won't get you. But for some reason, I'm drawn to you. Now, let me tell you this. Here's where it goes sideways. Some things you are drawn to is not always good. It's not always good. But it's something that you need. See, some things are good, some things are bad. Because they both teach you what you need to learn. So if something repels you, you have to understand, I made a contract so I could learn this. See, some of us, the relationships that we've been in, the relationships that we just left, the relationship that we are in right now, the relationships that we had a bad breakup, it was that we met. We met before this. And we say, I need to learn forgiveness. I need to learn forgiveness. You know what I mean? I need to learn. So I'm going to be with you. You're not going to remember, but you're going to teach me how to forgive, because you're going to do some crap to me. You're going to do some crap to me. And until I learn the lesson, I'm going to keep you in that place where I know you no longer need, because your job has been fulfilled. Your place have been fulfilled, but I'm keeping you here still because I haven't learned yet. I'm holding on to the messenger, the one who I made a contract with, but I cannot continue my journey because I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm still holding on to the same lesson I'm supposed to be learning. I said I'm going to meet you. Listen, I met my ex-wife. We said I'm going to meet you when I'm 19 years old, because I want to meet you at 19. I want to learn. I want to suck it in. I want to suck in all this lesson. I want to grow. I want to experience cheating. I want to experience this and divorce. I have to experience this, because my journey says at the end of all that stuff, I will improve. This is where my karma meets me, where I change my karmic flow of energy. This is where I change my karmic energy. Because I have to experience this so I can be this. This is where I want to be. Yeah. So now here I met my ex-wife, and we were good, but we had dramas and stuff. But listen, at the end, I remember it. Thank you. Because it's not just about the experience wasn't supposed to last forever. The experience was not a contract to last forever. It was not the type of contract. We didn't sign that. That's not what we did. We only signed it for a certain amount of years so I could learn my lesson and move on. But here I am. I forgot that contract. So I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to fight heaven. God, please. Ball and Sassy, what's good with you? How are you? God, please save our marriage. Save our God, please. God said, listen, you already made this contract. What you want me to do? It's for this is for your growth. This is for your experience. No, exactly. Nothing on no one lasts forever. This is for your experience it. You have one. Listen, you here now. Experience this life. Experience this physical. Experience making love to someone. Experience kissing them. Experience being touched. Experience being caressed. And every time you experience it, just live in the moment. Don't worry about if it's going to end. Because that's not what it's for. Take the lesson. Experience eating bread, drinking cornmeal. Experience your poverty, but don't let it last forever. Experience love. Experience pain, but don't let pain last forever. Everything will make you get to the end, which is love. Everything that you're going to experience will teach you to love if you just let go. Time for you to move on to someone else. For the next lesson. Everything, same soul or situation, will come to you in different different bodies because the body is just, but here's where we go wrong. Here's where we go wrong, right? Here's where we go wrong. A lot of times, man, until you understand facts, until you understand. Because you will learn the lesson. You will learn the lesson because you already made a contract. You like me even more, Novi? I feel about relationships the same way I see holidays. So, listen, we don't even enjoy the experience of the relationship. It is hard to let go of the pain. It is hard to let go of the pain only when you hold on to the pain. It's hard to let go of the pain only when you hold on to the experience because you don't want it to end. So here you go. You are fighting the end. But the end is there. It's like you are fighting death. You know, many of those things is a fear of death. Okay? Fear of death. Hey, Lisa, how are you? And we don't realize it's a fear of death. But it's a fear of death. We hate the endings. I don't know because we think that the endings mean that that's it for life. The ending mean that when you die, you don't even know that you die. You just wake up somewhere else and you don't even understand. You don't even question because you don't know where you came from. You don't know. Recognize the feelings and switch it. Yeah. When you die, you don't even know. Do you remember how many times you died? You remember how many times you died? You remember how many times this world was destroyed? Remember how many times you were destroyed? Remember how many times you had to start over? You don't know. Because you don't suffer through it. Because death is not as bad as death is not a bad thing. Death is a beautiful process. Man, when you die, you're like, maybe you might even be a tree. I don't know. But when you die, you're not suffering. You're not wishing that you were somewhere else because you have no memory. Because the body that keeps the memory gone is renewed, is changed over. Now, some people have the power. Some people have the power to remember certain things of past lives. But in relationships, we hold on to the pain because we hold on to the experience. And the experience is done. So when you're trying to hold on to the experience, which has been over, you hold on to the pain because the experience brought you pain. So if you hold on to the experience, the other one will follow. You have to learn. You have to. Crone says she remembers. You have to learn that this is a journey. But remember, on your journey, you're going to meet trees, but you can't stay under the tree for long. You get your shade and you get your strength and you move on. You're going to meet rivers, but you can't stay there because it's a river. You drink your water and you move on. You're going to meet people. You drink your water and you move on. If you're trying to hold on and stay under the tree forever, you can't go and meet the river. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have the power to just experience the situation, experience the experience, many of us, we suffer so much because we don't. You remember? That's some deep stuff. Instead of killing the ego, tame the beast within. There's nothing wrong with the ego. The ego is perfectly fine. The only wrong thing is when you don't recognize the ego. The ego is perfectly fine. The ego does its job. All the ego does is try to keep you alive. That's the ego's job. The ego's job in human beings is trying to protect your life. You're trying to protect is a preservative. All the ego is. So it's protecting the identity that you create. The ego is not a bad thing. Well, I think we think the ego is bad. The ego is not a bad thing. But when you understand the ego and the place of the ego, when you understand the place of it, it's not a bad thing. You become aware of it. When you have awareness, that's what changes you. Awareness. Many of us, we think because the ego wants to be, because the identity wants this and they want that and it wants to be loved and wants to be touched. And when you understand that that's the identity that needs those things, you realize, let me not grow too much into a specific identity. Because the identity is really not who I am. The identity is what I have accumulated. Lorianne, how are you doing? How are you doing, Lorianne? Experience the hurt, experience pain, experience all as a natural essence with blossom. Let me tell you, if you're afraid to experience pain, you can't, you won't love. You won't travel. You won't have experiences that you love. You won't have fun. You won't have joy. If you're afraid to experience pain, because pain is inevitable. It is so inevitable. Pain is like something that if you don't feel pain, it's hard to grow. Sean Smith, how you doing? How you doing? You stay stuck. Exactly. The reason why you have pain is this. Your body is a messenger. Your body, okay, this is wrong. Let me fix this. Many of us just want to fix the damn symptom, but don't. We want the pain to go away, but we want to just. I'm good. Glad to see you alive. Thank you. I love to see you too. Thank you. I appreciate it. The problem is we make pain and hurt. We make pain and hurt our identity and never move from it. Let me tell you, man. Facts. Especially when I'm telling you, I think one of our biggest threats is relationship. One of our biggest threats. I don't understand why. People would rather be in a relationship than have an abundance of money. People will rather be in a relationship than travel the world. People would rather be in a relationship than be successful in life. People, as a matter of fact, we allow people, the ones that we're in a relationship with, to tell you that you cannot experience life as fully as you want. We allow people to come and block that peace. We allow people to come and tell us what we're looking for a head. Some of us are looking for a head. I'm looking for a head of my house. I'm looking for a leader. If you put your arms out and you look at your shoulders, there's a thing between your shoulders. It's called your head. That's your head. You're looking for a man to lead. You've been leading yourself for all these years and you've been doing fine. Many of you, when you have a man leading you, you end up being suffering. You end up sad and miserable and lonely. End up with kids by yourself. Men is not natural. Let me tell you a secret, okay? Maybe you all who don't know this. I'm going to tell you all something. Man, some of you are going to get upset with me. Some of you are going to be pissed off. Some of you all who believe in the Bible going to be pissed off. Some of you all who don't believe in the Bible, some of you all who believe in Jesus, some of you all who believe in Christianity going to be pissed off. But let me tell you all this right here. Men are not natural leaders. We are no more natural than you are. We are not. We are not more natural. I don't know who, but 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, somebody said men are the head of the household. The woman ain't supposed to vote. You can't work. You can't this. You can't talk in church. You can't be a preacher. You can't be this. You can't be a doctor. Why? Have you ever asked yourself why? And we still follow the same tradition. Even though you're making your own money, you're doing your own thing, living your own dream, living your own life, you're CEO, you're still looking for a leader. You're still looking for a head. If you can't lead from your own head, something is wrong with you. I don't know who taught us this nonsense. I don't know who taught us this garbage. This is why the society is not working. Because you're looking for a head. I hear all these women, I'm looking for my head. I'm looking for a king. I'm looking for my leader. A man should lead. Lead what? Look at the world. Lead what? What can a man lead that you can't? Look at the world that we live in. Look at how much wars and people dying and it's not working. It hasn't been working. It is not working. And I'm not trying to pump up women's head. I'm not trying to pump up nobody's head. Because I'm not here to make women feel good. I'm here to speak a reality. Wake the hell up. What can men do that you can't? You do the same thing we do. No, we a man and a woman, the only difference is to create life. Just to create life. We made with different parts just to create life. And when we create physical strength, when we create life, you bring one part, you bring the other part. You have a feminine energy and a masculine energy, and both are equal. The masculine energy cannot overpower or outstrength the feminine energy. They both are equal. There's not one that's great. How can two energy? And this is what we don't understand. This is why we are ridiculous in society and relationships. Because we think the masculine energy is the head. The masculine energy brings certain values, and so does the feminine energy. Let me tell you this. I wanna talk about this, okay? Don't get mad at me for saying this, because I don't think you don't hear preachers saying this, you don't hear pastors saying this, you don't hear evangelists saying this, you don't hear prophets saying this. So I'm gonna tell it to you. I'm gonna tell it to you, okay? Don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. Don't hate me for saying what I'm going to say. Oh, y'all going to hate me right now. I'm telling you right now. Y'all going to hate me. Whew. Man. Listen. Probably shouldn't say much. Because I can't give you all a lot, because if I give you all that what's in my mind, some of you are gonna is gonna be too much, and you are gonna hate me. Which is not my, which I don't mind. Not saying I don't mind, but I'd rather give you what you need. Because my stuff creates a lot of questions. Or it makes you question what you already believe. Okay? Hey, thanks, Jason. I appreciate it, man. My stuff brings a lot of judgments and makes you question yourself, and it makes you scared. When I began to think like the way I began to think, and I began to see life from a perception, I was scared too. I was scared to death. I was like, no, I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. Oh, no, I'm tripping. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 10,000 years ago, men were masculine, women was feminine. Men hunt, men killed, men fought, men killed, men aggressive, men. To kill a bear, to live amongst the bear was to become aggressive like the bears. To live amongst lions and cheetahs and elephants and all this stuff, you had to become something like that. You had to show that aggression. You had to show that non-fear. You had to show that power, that strength. And you had to be able to fight to protect your family, to protect and fight and fight. You had to feed your family. You had to eat and eat. So you had to kill and kill and kill and fight and hunt. The masculine energy was different then. The feminine energy was different then. It's not different, it was the same, but it was expressed differently. Now check this out. 2,000, 3,000 years later, when the last time you went hunting a lion? When is the last time you had to defend your family against a tiger? When is the last time that you had to defend anything about anything? When is the last? Now, the world, the consciousness, the universe is becoming balanced now because time evolved, things evolved. So now, from a masculine perspective, from a masculine power, from a masculine control, now there's no need for that anymore. So the world is saying, you know what, let me balance this out. Let me balance this out. Let me balance this out. This feminine energy has to rule for a time. The feminine energy has to rule. Listen, for thousands of years, the masculine energy was head on. Now it's time for the feminine energy to control, and we hate that. We hate it. Now it's everybody's worried, everybody's scared. It happens every lifetime. It happens every life cycle. The world must be balanced. The universe will always be balanced. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you feel. I don't care how it should or shouldn't be. I don't care what you think you should. It doesn't matter. The universe will do what it does to balance itself out. So now the world is becoming more feminine. The feminine energy now is becoming enticing. Listen, this is why we see more feminine power. You think it was going to be masculine forever? No. And your forever is not as long as you think. This is about to start over soon. This is about to start over soon. It's not going to go on for. It's about to start over soon. You listen. The next time you wake up, you're going to be in a whole different body. You don't even know who you are, where you come from. You don't even know when you were destroyed before. This is going to happen soon. You think that's going to come? No, a cycle happens every time. It's a cycle of life. But the world must balance. Listen, all you are is the universe expressing itself through a human form. That's all. You are the universe. You don't have any say. You don't have any say. And all the universe did was made you a man and a woman to create more life with the penis and your vagina to create more life. But you're not no different. You are the universe expressing life through a human. There's nothing to judge. There's nothing to think. There's nothing to hate. Just experience a damn life as a human. You have no control over this. This is happening whether you're there or not. Listen, it's going to happen whether you're there or not. You might as well just enjoy it. You might as well experience it. You might as well just be there and chill with it. Just see. Just learn the damn thing. You are 20, 30, 40. You've been here 40 years. 50 years, 60 years. You don't know anything. You don't know what happens. This has been here billions of years. You know nothing. How can you say what should happen, what shouldn't happen? How can I believe? You have no saying in this. You're just a little speck of dust. Nobody care about you. The cycle must continue. Nobody care about you. Ain't nobody care about your opinion. You think God is saying, yeah, you're right. I probably should take brother. He's a pastor. I should probably take his idea. Man, please. Divine being having a human experience. I'm telling you. Just experience the damn thing. Be happy. Go all out. Stop being afraid. Just live. Just be the... Listen, when you understand that you are the universe, so enjoy life. That is not love. We have to learn love within... Not exactly. If I'm telling you this right now, you are the universe. If you are the universe, I love you, but you're true. If I'm the universe, then you are the universe too, right? If I say I'm the universe, expressing life as a human, then you must be the same thing. Everybody thinks everybody's different. You know what? To be honest, you're not no different from me. Human being is an organ. Human being, the human race is only an organ. The body has multiple organs. You know the universe. The human body mirrors the universe. Everything that you are mirrors what's out there. If you know you know it. Because there's no separation. We are one. I'm the universe. If I know me, then I know it. I understand it. It makes sense. So what's going on? If I know me, I know it. And there's no it. It is me. I am it. If I know myself, I am the universe. I know it and I know you. Here's the thing. Mima, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? 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 How are you doing, bro? We think we are different. Let me tell you this. In the human body, we have heart, we have lungs, we have all these organs, private parts. On earth, we have organs too. Miguel, what's going on, brother? My brother's coming in now. On earth, we have organs. Human being is just one organ. It's just one organ. We are just one organ. We're the same damn thing. Is that Leah? What? I'm surprised. That's good, man. This is good. So human being is just one organ. This organ is functioning at different place because they have different reasons. There's a balance in it. Some have to destroy, some have to kill, some have to steal. We don't understand it. So stop trying to understand it. We gotta stop trying to understand we have to stop trying to understand and just experience it. Because you're trying, I don't understand. Well, it's not your place to understand because you're just here doing what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about it. Like my daughter said, don't worry about it. You're trying to understand something that's bigger than you. With Will Smith, One Strange Rock, it said, oh, yeah, exactly. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? Nicole, how are you doing? So here we are, experiencing this life as an organ because we are all so, hey, vegan girl. So here I am, me, you, vegan girl, Crone, all these people, Jason, and we have Miguel, and we have all these people watching me. We are the same. There's no difference between us. There's no difference. There's no difference among us. We're just an organ. Then we have the trees. That's another organ. Then we have the air. That's another one. And then we have the seas. Then we have the water. It's just organs that all organs work together and we all need each other. Let me tell you this. We have this thing about the blacks, white, Asian, Chinese. We think that we're different. You know how stupid that is? To believe that we are different. We fight. We arguing about who was here first. We arguing about who was Jesus, who was black or white. We arguing about all these insignificant arguing. And at the end of the day, does it make a difference in your life? Does it change how you experience and express life? Does it change your value? Does it change how you perceive and express this beautiful life? How you breathe? Does it make a difference? So we are spending time seeing the difference in the color and we're forgetting that we all have a purpose here on earth. It's a balance system. It's a checks and balances. This world controls it. Listen, we think God is up there moving things around. No. Listen, everything was created perfect. Everything is created perfect. Everything is perfect. But I'm not perfect. How are you not perfect? The dog is perfect. If a dog is perfect and you control the dog, how are you not perfect? The trees are perfect. The sand, each grain is perfect. The sea and the water is perfect. It's made perfectly. I'm not perfect though. How are you not perfect? So we see flaws and the physicalities and everything. He's white, he's Caucasian, Indian. And we have all this distraction, like somebody said. We have all this distraction, this stupidity that's controlling us, and it's blocking us from seeing the reality. In all reality. Queen Flame, how you doing, Queen? In all reality, let me tell you this. In all reality, we are just one organ put here to do what we do. To keep a balance on this universe, because we are all, I am the universe, just like you are the universe. Understand this. We need to stop that nonsense. And because the longer you take to stop the nonsense and to experience, you are suffering. You know, to think negative is to suffer. To think stupidity is to suffer. To think negatively about anyone else is to suffer. Because you can only see what's inside. You're not seeing what's real. If God hands, well, black people came from this and we came first. I don't give a damn who came first. I'm here now. This is why I don't talk about race. I don't talk about race. I think everybody have their place on earth. I think some people need to speak on it just to bring awareness, just to bring, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to heal that separation, just to heal that pain. I think we all have our place here. I think everywhere that we go, we have people, we have organs, different people of the organs to bring different awareness to each of us because we need it. My job is not to bring that race stuff. My job is to bring that we are completely together. We are the same. You just choose to express life in your way. And I choose to express my life, life in this way. Because all we are, what we are life. If you look outside, whatever you breathe, that's life. Whatever you see, that's life. Whatever the trees are, that's life. That's what you are, is life. You're letting the body distract you. The body is not you, it's just what? It's just, this is not our first time here. It's not our first time here. It's not. What were you before? Were you black before? You think you were black before? Do you really think? When I astral projected my first time, for astral projection, when I once you go in a higher realm of consciousness, you stop that nonsense quick. You stop that crap quick. You stop the nonsense so quick, because once you explore in a higher consciousness, when I astral projected, the first being that I saw didn't have a shade. They looked just like me, but I recognized her. It's somebody I actually met on Facebook. I actually met this person on Facebook years ago. And the next day I knew it was her because she said, "How was it? Did you have fun?" I was like, "Wait, what now?" I said, "That was you?" She's like, "Yes, I met you." I said, "Oh my God, let's do it again." Most beautiful experience. But I think she's a Hispanic woman, but she has no shade. Human beings, exactly. We have to be human. When I met her in the astral realm, she had no shade. She had no complexion. Because in that realm, you don't have a color. A matter of fact, you don't even use your legs. I don't care who you are in that realm, in a higher place. You don't have what we have here. The only reason we have legs and colors is harmony, is the identification of the earth itself physically. When you elevate, there's no physical identification needed. Because you are not a physical being anymore. Do you understand this? Do we understand this? So this is why I don't preach, I don't speak about black and white and Asian. I don't really care about what race you are. No, I know that